All right, so welcome back. It's Sports Tonight. We're talking about the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations starting tomorrow. I'm sure a lot of Nigerians will just try to enjoy the football. And for us, we'll see, keep our eyes on our opponents in the World Cup qualifiers, Cameroon, Algeria, see one or two things they've picked up and know how to prepare for them. But let's just quickly jump 2 years into the future and talk about 2019. We talked about it yesterday, and we promised you on the show yesterday that we're bringing you the full fixtures involving Nigeria so that you will be able to track when we are playing who in the campaign to qualify for the Next Nations Cup that will be taking place in Cameroon in 2019. Remember, Nigeria is playing from Group E, and we are playing alongside in the same group with South Africa, Libya, and Seychelles. We are starting our campaign day one campaign, June 5 to June 13. I'm sure the Nigerian Football Federation will communicate the specific date to CAF later. Our first game in the campaign is the home game against South Africa. Very important for us to start with a victory in this one so that it will lay down the marker for us. And I think South Africa, from the quality of the teams in this group, South Africa could probably be most difficult opponent. We don't take anybody for granted, but it's important for us to start day one with a good win over South Africa. Let's jump to day two and see our second game will be away to Seychelles. That will be in March 2018. All right, that will be the World Cup year for us, the World Cup ticket in the bag. This will also help us to begin to put our team in shape for the World Cup. So we should go to Seychelles and do the job. As simple as that. At the same time, South Africa will be playing against Libya. Day three of the campaign to 2019 Africa Cup of Nations will be in September. After the World Cup, we'll be home to Libya. And at the same window, within a week, we are away to Libya. This is going to be very crucial. Home and away to Libya, March day 3 and 4, September 2018. And then March day 5 will be in October 2018. We are going to South Africa. This is going to be a crucial game. No game can be taken lightly. So we'll just hope we go here. Maybe this is where we'll tidy things up and pick our tickets, or even earlier than now, to the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. And our final game will be at home. Put the icing on the cake at home, November 2018. Seychelles will come and we'll cap it up. That's how we hope we'll go and qualify for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. All right. Let's talk about the CAF Executive Committee. They had a meeting today. We drew the hosting right for the CAF Under-17 Championship from Madagascar because they are not ready yet. And of course, they also announced the names of those who have been cleared to contest elections into the CAF Executive Committee. Issa Hayatou, let's talk about him later, but let's start with our own. What of interest to us, Nigeria Football Federation President Amaju Pinnick has been cleared to contest the CAF election and is up against an incumbent in the CAF Executive Committee, Anjorin Musharafu from Benin Republic. So that's some tough opponent. It was the same Musharafu Anjorin that defeated Alhaji Aminu Megeri last time, and this time, I don't know, we have to do a lot of work, Wale, to beat Musharraf.
Of course, it's a collective effort. I think the key thing is support even from within. I mean, Nigeria also have to keen into this, and I think that's what Pinnick has also convinced Nigeria of. You know, if a Nigerian is not there, who should be there? That's the truth. We pride ourselves as the giant of Africa, and we can't even boast of an executive.
How crucial is it, Wale, for us to have someone in CAF? I mean, Amaju Pinnick has been talking about the need for us to play politics at that level as a big nation. I mean, does that gel with you?
Of course it does. Let me tell you, for those who don't know, the rule now says that even if you want to go on for CAF presidency, you have to be in the executive committee. If you are not there, you can't contest. So later in the future, if we have Amaju Pinnick going in for it, this is a clear one for him if he makes it into it. And also, you get a feeling that in terms of policy, in terms of politics of the game, it goes a long way to help Nigeria. That's the truth of the matter. You like it or not. You have to agree with the fact that there are some things that will go in our favor. I'm not saying that we have to go, the grass will be green on our side, but hey, there are some things that would all go well for Nigerian football, policy-wise, development, and that's why I think that everyone has to key into this one and support this.
Alfred, do you agree with him? And there's a little matter of Issa Hayatou, another 4 years for him. He's been there since 1988.
See, when I saw the list of those who have been cleared to contest various elections,
Ahmad of Madagascar,
Rara of Algeria, some are going for the 5th time, others are going for the 4th, the 3rd.
Before you talk about those going for the 4th and the 5th, Ahmad of Madagascar is challenging Issa Hayatou.
I want to come back to the issue of Amaju Pinnican, going for elections. You look at the list of those contesting, you see people from Burundi, from Seychelles, God knows where, and you ask yourself, why not?
Why shouldn't Nigeria be there?
Why shouldn't Nigeria be there? If at that level we cannot contest for those kind of positions in the CAF executive committee, then why are we in CAF? So that brings, I think, in all of this, I think for me, Amaju has shown himself a very, very, very astute administrator and perhaps politician in terms of organizing things. It is not by error that presidents of federations came to Nigeria when Gianni Infantino visited, and they had several meetings. I'm sure that it has sent a clear message that, hey, I have the support of a whole lot of people, because at the end of the day, these are the people that will vote in this election. And the last time the Nigerian Sports Awards was held, Amaju came to that event in the company of Musa Biliti, the Liberian who is also contesting on the other side of the West Africa. Kwesi Nyantakyi was also there. So it just shows you that I think he's been able.
What about the Nigerian interest, Wale? What about the Nigerian interest?
It's very much important. We've stressed
because in all of this, it's not just the person of Amaju Pinnican.
No, it's not.
He's going there to defend the interest of Nigeria.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that this hasn't gotten consensus support. But I hope that as we get closer and closer to March, and that takes me to Issa Hayatou, because I thought you want to talk about that. This man has been there since 1988. I took over from the Sudanese Abdel Mahmoud.
The last time he said he was going to be.
And you know the new CAF policy adopted from FIFA is that you can now go for a 3-term of 4 years. That means that it can still go on till he's 83 years of age. If good student of history will also tell you that if Ahmad is also coming in that he wants to become, it won't come easy. You remember Ismail Bamji?
Yes.
Botswana? Armando Machado?
Yes.
From Angola? All tried and they were beaten.
You fail, and that's the end.
They were beaten by Hayatou.
But Hayatou was a lot younger at that time. He's a lot older now.
The thinking younger, because I think you look at
it's not so much about the age. It's about the age of the idea.
No, it's just that when it comes to, I don't want to use the word about, when it comes to the meeting, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know the way these guys organize themselves.
I think they're still loyalists. They're still a lot of loyalists.
Have structures that ensure that people are loyal to.
Apart from the issue of loyalists or non loyalists, has Hayatou done enough to get this level of confidence that is getting from those who support African football?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. You don't think?
I don't think so.
I disagree. What's your own?
I feel that.
I think it's done. I think it's done very well.
Tony, you like him or you hate him, this guy has done a fantastic job for African football.
I don't think
you can't take anything away from that. He's held it down. Nobody has come close, even from the politics.
And nobody has had an opportunity of coming close.
Yeah, nobody has had an opportunity. But let's talk about African football developments. Hey, this guy's done well. Under him, we'll probably get 9 slots for the World Cup. What else do we want? I know that we can do better. I know that another person can bring fresh ideas. I'm not saying
out of how many?
I'm not saying that he should become the next president, but I'm saying that it will be so unfair to say that in that long reign,
not to give him any credit.
Not to give him.
No, I'm not. No, you said I didn't say he has not done anything. Your question is, has he done enough
to continue to win?
To continue to remain there and still be relevant.
Have the contestants done enough to become CAF president?
They have the chance. What president?
At the end of the day, when it's time to run for an election, you recall that the last time it was Rua, the president of Algerian Federation, when he ran for the last one. They now brought in one kangaroo meeting. They now brought in a clause that even after the expiration of
Hayatu's tenure, it could.
Now, what did they do to eliminate those outside, those who are president?
If you are not a member of the executive committee,
you can't contest. What does it mean? It means that at the end of the day, you are shrinking.
Yeah, the level of quality.
That one day,
okay.
That's what got Seblat out of office.
Anyway, talk to us about it. We'd like to hear your own thoughts about all of these things, the CAF elections. Just talk to us about it. What do you feel about another 4 years for Issa Hayatu? What about the Nigerian interest? Should a Nigerian be interested in getting onto the CAF Executive Committee? And what would you challenge that Nigerian to do if he's able to get on the CAF Executive Committee? We want you to talk to us about all of these things as we go along on Sports Tonight. We'd like to hear from you. Just tell us what you feel about all of this. And I'm not going to ask these guys to stick out their necks on who is winning and who is not winning. March is still a long time, and in politics, even 24 hours is a long time.
Very, very
all right, so let's keep our options open and see how things pan out at the end of the day.